Welcome to Entrepreneurial Edge. Today we're strapping in for a high-octane ride through 15 things you probably didn't know about Mercedes-Benz. We're talking history, innovation, and luxury so opulent it would make a sultan blush. So, buckle up, grab a cuppa, and get ready to have your mind blown wider than the gap between Lewis Hamilton and the rest of the grid. Oh, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more top-notch content. Now, anyone with a lick of sense knows that good old Henry Ford invented the car, right? Wrong. It was actually a German bloke named Karl Benz back in 1886. His patent motor wagon, as he so eloquently named it, was essentially a motorized tricycle. But here's the kicker. It worked. This contraption, this rickety jumble of metal and gears, was the first proper car the world had ever seen. And just like that, Benz kicked off a century of automotive evolution. Without him, we'd all still be riding horses.
Yes, it was a humble beginning, but it paved the way for everything that followed.
So we've established that Karl Benz invented the car. But where does the Mercedes bit come in? Well, it's a tale of an Austrian diplomat, a racing enthusiast named Emil Jelinek, and his daughter Mercedes.
Jelinek, a man of discerning taste, was absolutely smitten with Benz's cars. He started racing them under the name Mercedes in honor of his daughter.
The name Mercedes became synonymous with speed and elegance. In 1902, Mercedes officially became part of the company name, and the rest, as they say, is history. A rather glamorous petrol-fueled history. Now, you might think the first road trip was some lad's holiday gone wrong. But you'd be wrong. It was actually Bertha Benz, Karl's wife, who embarked on the very first road trip in 1888. No sat-nav, no service stations, no roadside assistance. They set off from Mannheim to Pforzheim over 130 miles, fixing a blocked fuel line with a hat pin. Bertha Benz, a true pioneer. Now, let's talk luxury, shall we? Mercedes knows how to pamper its clientele. They've partnered with Kempinski Hotels.
So you're checking into your suite with a view of the Alps and champagne on ice. Thanks to this partnership, you can pick the latest AMG models.
Cruise the French Riviera in a Mercedes AMG GT. Wind in your hair, sun on your face, enjoying the ultimate driving experience. Now, we've talked about luxury, but this, my friends, this is in a whole different stratosphere. The Mercedes-Maybach S 650 Cabriolet, a car so exclusive, so opulent, so ridiculously extravagant that it makes a Rolls-Royce look like a Dacia Sandero. Let's talk numbers, shall we? This beauty will set you back a cool $320,000. What do you get for your hard-earned cash? A 6-liter V12 engine that produces enough power to launch you into orbit. But it's the interior where this car truly shines. We're talking quilted leather, handcrafted wood trim, and enough technology to make NASA jealous. The Mercedes-Maybach S 650 Cabriolet, a true masterpiece of luxury and engineering. Owning a Mercedes is about the driving experience, the prestige, and the envy of your neighbors. But there's more. Exclusive events, priority access, and luxury freebies. Mercedes looks after its own. Partnerships with luxury hotels and restaurants. Arrive at the Ritz in your S-Class and you're not just another guest. It's like a secret society where the champagne flows freely, and the valet always remembers your name. Now, let's talk about the Mercedes logo, shall we? That iconic three-pointed star, instantly recognizable around the world. It's more than just a logo. It's a symbol of aspiration, of engineering excellence, of German over-engineering. But what does it actually mean? Well, legend has it that the 3 points represent the company's ambition to dominate land, sea, and air. Mercedes has built everything from record-breaking race cars to luxurious yachts to, believe it or not, aircraft engines. The 3-pointed star, it's a symbol of ambition, of innovation, and of the relentless pursuit of perfection. It's a legacy that continues to inspire and drive the brand forward. Now, you might think that the first driver's license was issued to some daredevil racing driver, but you'd be wrong. It was actually given to Karl Benz himself, the father of the automobile. And the reason? Noise complaints. Back in 1888, cars were a novelty, and not everyone was thrilled about this newfangled invention.
The local authorities, in their infinite wisdom, decided that something had to be done. So they issued me with the world's first driver's license.
It's ironic, really. The man who invented the car was also the first person to be inconvenienced by bureaucracy. Some things never change, eh? The legacy of Karl Benz continues to influence the automotive world today. Now, let's talk about something truly indulgent, shall we? The Mercedes-Benz S-Class perfuming system. That's right, you heard me correctly. This car comes with its own built-in perfume dispenser. Mercedes enlisted the help of renowned perfumer Mark von Ende to create a range of bespoke scents for their flagship sedan. And we're not talking about those cheap air fresheners you get at the gas station. These are complex, sophisticated fragrances designed to evoke a sense of well-being and sophistication. There are 4 scents to choose from, each with its own unique character. Now, let's talk about something you don't see every day. Explosive door hinges. The Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG, that gorgeous gull-wing-doored supercar, comes equipped with pyrotechnic charges in its doors. These explosive charges are designed to detonate in the event of a rollover, blasting the doors off their hinges and allowing the driver and passenger to escape. It's a last-ditch safety feature, similar to an airbag for your doors. And it's just one example of the lengths Mercedes goes to in the name of safety. This feature ensures that the occupants can exit the vehicle safely in the event of a rollover. Now, you might think that the Pope, being a man of God, would prefer to travel in a humble donkey cart, but you'd be wrong. The Pope, it turns out, has a penchant for German engineering. Over the years, various Mercedes-Benz models have been modified and pressed into service as the Popemobile. These are no ordinary cars, mind you. We're talking bulletproof glass, bomb-proof undercarriages, and enough oxygen on board to survive a chemical attack. The Popemobile. It's a testament to German engineering and the enduring power of faith. Even the Pope needs to move with the times. Now, let's talk about the future, shall we? The future of trucking, to be precise. Because Mercedes-Benz, never ones to rest on their laurels, have developed a self-driving lorry. It's called the Future Truck 2025. And it's packed with more technology than a Silicon Valley startup. We're talking radar sensors, cameras, and enough computing power to make your head spin. This thing can navigate highways, merge with traffic, and even brake automatically in an emergency. If the Future Truck 2025 is anything to go by, the days of the long-haul lorry driver are numbered. The evolution of trucking is truly remarkable. Now, this is a story that involves Adolf Hitler, a 1939 Mercedes-Benz, and the Kingdom of Nepal. It all started when Adolf Hitler, in a rare moment of generosity, decided to gift a brand new Mercedes-Benz to the King of Nepal. But there was one small problem. Nepal at the time didn't have any proper roads. So the car had to be carried to the capital, Kathmandu, by a team of over 100 porters. Can you imagine the scene? 100 men sweating and straining under the weight of a Mercedes-Benz. The car eventually made it to Kathmandu, where it became a national treasure. Now, we've seen some expensive cars in our time, but this one takes the biscuit. A Swiss businessman with more money than sense decided to customize his Mercedes McLaren SLR. And by customize, I mean cover it in gold and diamonds. The bodywork was coated in a special gold paint, The headlights were encrusted with diamonds, and the interior was trimmed in the finest leather money could buy. The final cost? A cool $10 million. Now, we've talked about expensive cars, but this one takes the cake. A 1954 Mercedes-Benz W196, driven by the legendary Juan Manuel Fangio, recently sold at auction for a staggering $30.4 million. This wasn't just any old Mercedes. This was a piece of motorsport history. This car, driven by Fangio, dominated the 1954 and 1955 Formula One seasons. It was a technological marvel, a symbol of Mercedes's racing prowess. So while I wouldn't pay $30.4 million for it, I can see why someone might. It's a reminder that some things are priceless. Well, there you have it, folks. 15 things you probably didn't know about Mercedes-Benz. From humble beginnings to world domination, they've done it all. They've built some of the most iconic cars in history. They've pushed the boundaries of technology, and they've even managed to make a lorry driver look almost respectable. So, the next time you see a Mercedes-Benz on the road, give it a nod of respect. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more high-octane content. Until next time, drive safe, be kind to your fellow motorists, and appreciate the excellence of German engineering.